Hi, I'm Elizabeth Hancock with Beyond You Coaching. Do you feel in control of your life? Does thinking of your life right now make you feel a little overwhelmed? Today I'd like to talk to you about what it really means to be in control of your life and also give you some powerful techniques to help you get there. Let's first understand what it means to be in control. When we say control, we mean having a sense of influence over what's happening in our world. Oftentimes, when people say they don't feel in control, it means they feel helpless to exert any level of influence on their external surroundings. But it's important to understand that not everyone has the same level of self-awareness or capabilities. Different people wield different levels of influence and control over their lives depending on their awareness of a situation, their ability to craft a plan of action, and their ability to have foresight into the potential consequences of taking such an action. This ability to review a situation from different viewpoints requires a willingness to go outside your comfort zone and see solutions from different angles and perspectives. A mind that is both flexible and open lends to a wider variety of available options and solutions to any given problem. So the issue is not really a lack of control, but rather the nature of the mind and the inflexibility of creating new ways to see their world. If we can start with this premise, then the rest falls into place much easier. In order to create a more flexible and open mind, one needs to recognize that the mind is actually not you. It's just a tool. We are not the body, and we are not the mind. We are the awareness that uses the mind and body as vehicles of consciousness. So one of the first ways to feel less overwhelmed and out of control is to train the mind to create more peace and stillness through concentration and meditation. Meditation is the stilling of the body and mind to an elevated state of conscious awareness and presence. Meditation begins with sitting in stillness for a certain amount of time every day. Through this practice, you slowly distance yourself from your mind and body and eventually bring this higher state of consciousness into your natural way of being. You are aware, you are attuned to the present moment, and you are conscious of the thoughts you think and the emotions you wish to energize and feel. Let me give you a helpful analogy. Think about driving a car. You are the driver, and the car is the mind. You are the awareness that decides what street to turn on, how fast or slow to go, and where your ultimate destination is. The car, also known as your mind, merely follows your lead. It takes direction from you. This is how the relationship should be between you and your mind. Imagine living a life where the thoughts you think are there only because you choose to think them. Imagine the level of efficiency your life would take. You would get far more done and be willing to experience more of life if you were at the driver's seat of your mind and body and not at the mercy of negative thoughts and unnecessary fears. So first and foremost, deciding on a meditation practice and being consistent with it every day will bring you a substantial level of self-mastery over your mind. For tips on how to get a meditation practice started, please check out my Meditation for Beginners video listed in the description box below. Now, meditation is not an overnight solution. You will need to develop discipline and sustained effort to bring this level of self-awareness into your everyday life. Until then, what other techniques can be used to help us feel less overwhelmed and more in control of our lives? Well, I have one right now for you. If you have access to a pen and paper, then please go ahead and grab them right now. I'm going to ask you a question, and I'd like for you to write down your answer. Are you ready? Suppose tonight while you slept, a miracle occurred. When you awake tomorrow, what would be some of the things you would notice that would tell you your life had suddenly gotten better? Please go ahead and pause this video as you write down your answer. This question you just answered is called the miracle question and was created by Insu Kim Berg, a Korean-born American psychotherapist. Your answer to the miracle question is very telling. First, it points you in the direction of what you would immediately like to feel or have in your life right now. So right away, you are no longer confused about what it is that you want. Second, It offers you clarity into what your problem is and what you'd like to have as a possible solution. So right away, you have alleviated feeling out of control by pinpointing what the problem is. Now, the miracle question is sometimes enough for people to get greater self-awareness into their problem and what it is that they want to create. But for others, this is just a starting point. The next step is to dig a little deeper and use a technique called the Wheel of Life, or as I like to refer to it, taking inventory of your life. Taking an inventory of your life allows you to see where your problem areas are. Once you know where to focus on, then you can slowly develop a plan of action and take the first steps towards change. This automatically puts you back into the driver's seat of your life. So let's begin. Go ahead and take out your pen and paper again and draw a large circle on a piece of paper and divide this circle into 8 slices. The next step is to label each slice with the following categories: health, career, love, spirituality, family, money, fun, and friends. The next step is to rate how satisfied you are in each life category by rating them anywhere from 1 to 10. 1 being very unsatisfied and 10 being very satisfied. You can go ahead and simply write your number inside each category. Now, when you're done, go ahead and take a look at your answers. If you rated any categories with a 3 or less, then these are the areas that you'll need to prioritize and focus on first. Chances are the areas that you rated as the lowest are also the areas where you feel most out of control. So we'll need to take a closer look at your life in order to determine why you feel overwhelmed and seek to understand what can be done about it. In order to do this, we need to actively participate in self-inquiry. The following 10 questions will help you narrow in and focus on exactly what your challenge is and how to create an action plan so you can move forward beyond feeling stuck and confused. So go ahead and get your pen and paper out again and pause when you need to so you can answer these questions as we move along. I'll be using health as the category of focus. So let's begin. 1. How would you describe your health right now? 2. How is your health affecting your thoughts, feelings, and emotions? 3. What have you done to help yourself in the past? 4. Where would you ideally like your health to be? 5. Is your ideal health vision a realistic possibility for you? 6. How much are you willing to work for your health goals? 7. What will having this health goal bring into your life that you don't have right now? 8. Who or what are some resources that can offer help and assistance to you right now? 9. Now that you've discovered what you want, know it's realistic, are willing to work for it, know who or what to ask for help, and understand what it will bring you, what is the first step you need to take right now? And 10. What do you do when things get tough and you get discouraged? These 10 questions help to open your mind and narrow in on where to start making changes. Question number 10 is particularly important because it is critical to understand what behavior we typically engage in when things start to get difficult. If we can anticipate behaviors that hold us back or are self-sabotaging, then we can prevent them from happening ahead of time and save ourselves the heartache of missed opportunities. Asking ourselves the miracle question and taking inventory of our lives are 2 very powerful techniques that help us focus in on areas where we initially feel helpless or overwhelmed. In reality, we are never helpless. We just don't have the necessary insight or awareness of our lives to know where to start to help ourselves. So I hope you found this video of value. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and share it with anyone you know who wants to gain more control of their life through greater mindfulness and self-awareness. And if you're new here and are interested in learning more about the mind, personal growth, and higher awareness, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.